Hello, friends. Jere Masih here in this occasion to bring you a little bit of analysis on the current markets, and especially with the current situation on the Aussie, the Australian dollar. Sorry about the notifications. I really try to turn everything off before start recording, but for some reason, always a notification pops up. And here we have the Australian dollar against the Swiss franc, and we have a beautiful setup pointing down, and we have this movement upwards. And if we break the main trend line, we're going to see a beautiful movement towards the monthly pivot. Here we have Knoxville divergence, RSI 5, a lot of things telling us that this upwards movement is about to be over. And we have RSI 28 overbought, over sold over bought, yes, and MACD divergence. So everything will be awesome when we break this fast trend line. And if we break this main trend line, we easily can see a movement looking to get to this monthly pivot of April. Now we have here the Aussie against the Hong Kong dollar, and we have a similar situation, upwards movement, and we have the monthly pivot of April as a great target once we break this trend line. We have RSI overbought also, and we have MACD divergent. In the Aussie New Zealand, we already start with this movement. We already break this fast trend line, and we have this secondary trend line about to be break, and we have here the main trend line. But the good thing is that right now is a good moment to start with this position, because we already break this trend line. Of course, you have to be careful. Of course, you have to set your stop properly on top of the last swing, and you have to be really careful about this. But if we finally break this main trend line, we can see a really good movement towards this monthly pivot of April, and it could be a really awesome trade to have inside. Well, to be inside this trade, sorry. Okay, Aussie against Singapore dollar. We have a similar situation. We have MACD divergent. We have RSI on top of the level 70, and here we have the main trend line about to be break, or with short distance to the main trend line. And if we break it, we have the same awesome target within the monthly pivot of April. Here we have the Aussie against the Turkish lira, and we have a really nice sidewards movement here, and we can see that the trend is getting weaker, and we do not have the we have a lot of candles to make a little bit of movement upwards here, and that is a good thing, watching it over with the eye of the price action kind of trading. Okay, and here we have the RSI overbought, and we have a MACD divergent, and we have multiple indicators showing that this could lead to a nice movement downwards. And also we have the April monthly pivot over here, and it is not touched yet for the price, so that makes this pivot already it is a nice target. But with the price do not touching this pivot within this month, this makes this pivot a really better and awesome target. Okay, the Aussie against the US dollar, we have the same situation, MACD divergent, we have RSI overbought, we have Knoxville divergence, we have the trend line, and if we break, we can target this monthly pivot. Also, we have the euro against the Australian dollar, and the thing is that this is a good trade because it is related to the all the other pairs that we are following and we are talking about right now. If this price breaks the trend line, we're going to find a nice movement towards this monthly pivot of April that is also not being touched by the price yet. And the thing is that in the other pairs, we're looking to see the Aussie, the Australian dollar move going down, and here we are looking to see, or we are trying to see the euro going upwards, and that means that in this particular pair, that means that the Australian dollar is going to move down. So it is completely related to the other pairs. The euro against the Turkish lira here, we have a nice setup, and we have MACD super divergent, we have RSI super divergent, and we already break this fast trend line, and we have a complete tomahawk setup here. So it is a really, really, really nice trade. And we have here the monthly pivot of April as a really nice target, super far away. We have like amount of target, this amount of target, and we have this amount of profit potentially. So this is a really nice setup. Over here we have the pound against the South African RAR or something like that. Sorry about my English. I do not know how to pronounce that properly, but the thing is that we already break here the trend line, and the thing is that we have the missed pivot of April here, and it is a nice setup because the price really reject this level, and we already break the trend line. MACD is super divergent, and we have RSI following the price, and it is about to break an oversold level. Sorry, I sometimes confuse the translation in English. And the thing is that we can see a downwards movement. The US dollar against the Swiss franc, we have a nice sideways movement, and we have here a nice support level. If we break this level, we can see the price move towards this monthly pivot. And the thing is that we can see also in any moment now the price building a new trend over here. If we do not break, or if we break a little bit but the price use this as support, oblique, I don't know how to say it, like diagonal level of support, we can see the birth of a new trend, and we can have these levels as a target. Okay. And another nice setup that it is almost ready, we have the US dollar against the Mexican peso, and here we have the price about to touch the trend line, and with a lot of strength. So if we break, we can target this monthly pivot, or we can target this missed weekly pivot that we have here in the second week of March. Okay. And finally, we have here the US dollar against the, I don't know how to, the Swiss crown. I don't know how to say it in English. Sorry, I'm from Argentina, you know that. Sometimes my English is really weird. But the thing is that we have MACD going down, breaking the zero line, and the price is breaking these really strong support levels. And if we finally break and we see a movement downwards, we can try to get to this level of the March pivot. Okay. If the price do not have enough strength, and we see rejects of this level in the following days, we can really prepare ourselves to a bullish trade, a long trade, and we can target these levels in the last highs, higher. I don't know. You understand. Okay, guys, thank you for being in the other side. I love you all, and I am Jere Masih, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye bye for now.